In the waning months of World War I, as the Central Powers faced mounting challenges on multiple fronts, German General Erich Ludendorff conceived a bold and audacious plan aimed at delivering a decisive blow to the Allies. Known as the Spring Offensive or Kaiserschlacht, this ambitious campaign sought to break the military deadlock on the Western Front and secure a favorable peace settlement for Germany. This video explores Ludendorff's plan for the Spring Offensive, its objectives, execution, and the profound impact it had on the course and outcome of World War I. Background and strategic context. 1. Stalemate on the Western Front. By early 1918, the Western Front had evolved into a vast network of fortified trenches, barbed wire, and entrenched positions stretching from the North Sea to the Swiss border. Attempts by both sides to achieve a breakthrough had resulted in costly and inconclusive battles, leading to a protracted stalemate. 2. German strategy and objectives. Facing mounting economic hardships, internal dissent, and the entry of the United States into the war, German military commanders, led by Ludendorff, sought to capitalize on their last remaining reserves and launch a massive offensive to achieve a decisive victory before the tide turned decisively against them. The Spring Offensive, objectives and planning. 1. Strategic goals. Ludendorff's plan for the Spring Offensive aimed to achieve a series of rapid breakthroughs, encircle and defeat British and French forces, capture key strategic objectives, and force the Allies to negotiate a favorable peace settlement. 2. Operational planning and execution. The Spring Offensive was meticulously planned, incorporating innovative tactics, massed artillery bombardments, infiltration tactics, and the use of stormtroopers to spearhead attacks and exploit weaknesses in enemy defenses. The offensive was launched in multiple phases, targeting different sectors of the front to maximize the element of surprise and overwhelm enemy forces. Key battles and campaigns. 1. Operation Michael. Launched on March 21, 1918. Operation Michael targeted the British Fifth Army and achieved initial success, resulting in significant territorial gains and the capture of thousands of prisoners. However, stiff resistance, logistical challenges, and the arrival of fresh Allied reinforcements halted the German advance and inflicted heavy casualties. 2. Subsequent offensives and operations. Despite the setbacks at the Battle of the Somme and subsequent operations, German forces continued to launch offensives throughout the spring and early summer of 1918. Including operations against French forces and attempts to capture key rail hubs and communication centers. Impact and consequences. 1. Human cost and casualties. The Spring Offensive exacted a heavy toll on both sides, resulting in hundreds of thousands of casualties and leaving a lasting impact on the combatants and the civilian populations caught in the crossfire. 2. Strategic implications. While the Spring Offensive achieved initial successes and inflicted considerable losses on the Allies, it ultimately failed to achieve its overarching objectives of securing a decisive victory and forcing a favorable peace settlement. The resilience, determination, and resolve of Allied forces, combined with the arrival of fresh American troops and the erosion of German morale and resources, tipped the balance in favor of the Allies. Conclusion. Ludendorff's Spring Offensive, a desperate and audacious gamble to break the military deadlock on the Western Front and secure victory for the Central Powers, stands as a poignant symbol of the human cost, strategic challenges, and profound consequences of World War I. As we reflect on the events, decisions, and legacies of the Spring Offensive, we are reminded of the complexities, uncertainties, and human dimensions that shape the course of this transformative global conflict, and the enduring quest for peace, reconciliation, and remembrance in its aftermath.